Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I'm here with another fantastic review for you guys of the S.H.Figuarts Great Ape Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Now, this figure is huge. We're going to do the size comparisons against some other figures in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. I usually do that right before the review, but this guy is massive. I'm surprised I was able to get this whole thing in frame on my camera. It was a real surprise. So if you guys haven't picked this guy up, I'm gonna say right now I do recommend it, but you know, wait for the rest of the review so you can make a better decision, because he does come with some things, and I do have some gripes that I want to kind of go over. And you know, the price of this figure is really worth it, but the gripes kind of, like, you know, not balance it out, but it'll kind of give you something to think about because of how massive this figure is. So if you guys haven't seen my other videos, I just finished doing a case unboxing of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You guys could check that out. The link in the description below. You can also see the card. I also did all the event exclusives, you know, Android 18, 17, and Ultra Instinct signed Goku. So if you guys want to check those out, hit up the description below, and also I'll leave cards throughout the video so you guys can see those reviews if you've missed them. That's why you need to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, so that way you guys get notified and you guys will automatically get shown the next video that pops up in my channel. So without further ado, let's get this guy and see his size comparisons. So here we have Great Ape Vegeta with NECA Predator, Great Ape Vegeta with Marvel Legends Deadpool, Great Ape Vegeta with S.H.Figuarts Goku. So now that we have the size comparisons out of the way, this figure is phenomenal. You can see how massive he is. He's super massive. He has articulation that we're going to go over in a little bit, but let's take a look at his paint apps and his sculpt and aesthetics. Now, as for the capturing the look of Great Ape Vegeta in his face, right here, it looks great. I mean, the detail, the way that they're able to sculpt each of the hairs. Let's see if I can get this guy to get closer to the camera. You can see, I'm gonna have him sit right here. So you can see the face, like it looks like Great Ape Vegeta, like he just came out of the manga or right out of the show. Now, how massive this figure is just insane. You know, the way they were able to get all that detail. I mean, because he's so big, they can't hide anything. I mean, I see some paint wear right here, probably from shipping, him rubbing himself on the plastic, or let me see if you guys can see that. But you can see right here, there's some chipping of the paint, but that's going to be expected with mass-produced figures. Now, the sculpting on the armor is great. You can see all the battle damage and the scuffs, which look really nice. We got the broken shoulder pad here, and I think they were able to capture that from the show pretty well. I mean, you can see the tethered on his gloves, so they sculpted that in. You see the tears and rips on his gloves over here. On his hands, he has a lot of injuries. You can see it's a ball peg for his hands and a hinge, and then all over the arms you can see everything that they were able to capture. He has some torn pants here on his knee, so his knee's exposed. I mean, except for the joint right here. They should have just painted that brown, in my opinion, but you can hear the ratchet joints. I'll let you know that they really thought about how massive this figure is and what kind of joint they're gonna need to be able to support the weight of this guy. This guy's pretty hefty. Like, you can do some damage if you needed to throw this at an enemy or an intruder. No qualms or jokes about that. But what's crazy about this figure is that his chest is 100% hollow. I mean, you could see inside of it. Hopefully you guys can see. You can see kind of how all the articulation is made. You could see, you know, what this guy's made of. So if this guy were to take a tumble, if you had him like on a high shelf, like, for sure, I'm like, well, I don't know, I can't really guarantee, but he's gonna get damaged. Like, you're gonna break him, you know, he's gonna get broken. So that's one of the gripes. I feel that they could have maybe made him a little bit more, I guess, not so hollow inside. I don't know, maybe they couldn't do that because of the articulation. But yeah, if he were to take a real big tussle from a shelf, a display shelf, a real tall one, yeah, he's gonna get hurt real bad. You're gonna break this guy, and this guy is not cheap. He's probably the most expensive figure art we have right now. So you can see that I'm moving the shoulders and everything inside. There's like a yellow peg here. You can see that inside. I don't know if you can see it. Move his face. There you go. You can see that there's this yellow piece right here. It's a cap, I guess, so that way it's just not hollow. But overall, the paint, I think, is really good. I feel that What they're missing the most is like some dry brushing, you know, some detailing with you know, some black wash. Just get some shoe polish into all this, and I think it would have looked a lot better. And I don't know why they're skipping out on that with this figure. I mean, for the price point, they should added all that, and I think that they giving us kind of like a disservice when they don't give us, you know, the shading that they used to and the detailing. But what can we say? I guess you could do it yourself. Makes your figure more unique, possibly can make it more expensive. So with all that being said, it's great. I love the aesthetics. I give this guy a solid B plus, real close to an A, almost an A, like really close. Just because how massive they were able to capture all the greatness of this figure and how he was portrayed in the show and manga. I mean, I love it. The red eyes, it's pretty much Great Ape Vegeta. There's no way you can be like, oh, it kind of looks like him. No, they did a really good job. Just like S.H.Figuarts always does, they always do a really good job. So let's get into everybody's favorite part. Let's check out this guy's articulation. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, bicep swivel, and at the elbow, wrist swivel, and the hinge. Diaphragm joint back, forward, waist swivel, then kicks forward, kicks back, gigantic spread, swivel, bend at the knee, swivel, hinge, and a toe hinge. Hope you guys enjoyed the articulation. Now we're going to go over the accessories that Great Ape Vegeta comes with. And as you can see, he literally only has 2 pairs of hands. The other 2 hands are not considered, I don't know if they're considered a pair, but as you can see, he has his slightly reaching or grabbing palms that he had on him inside the packaging. And these things are massive, man. And then he has his 2 fisted hands, which were inside the packaging as well. And the detail on the gloves, you can see all the tears and everything. He has a pointing finger as well. And like I said, you can see all the tearing on the gloves. You can see all the detail that they wanted. They even put, you know, the finger, they sculpted the fingers really nicely. And then the last one you get is this one where he is crushing Goku in his hand during that fight. And I think the sculpt work on this is done very well. You know, it would have been cool if they actually released a couple figures with him that were, you know, to size. It would have been nice. I think some people found some figures that are that size, but the detail of Goku looks really nice. I mean, there's nothing much I could say about it. It is Goku because they got the sculpt of the hair, his face, screaming when he's being crushed by giant ape Vegeta. So those are the hands he comes with. Let's go over to the other accessories. So the last bit of accessories that Great Ape Vegeta comes with, he comes with a little Yajirobe figure as well. So that way on the stand, they actually give you a stand. I'll show that in the next shot. But they also give you a stand that he can be pegged into where he's slicing Great Ape Vegeta's his tail. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan and I could remember that simple detail. But yeah, that's what he's doing. And they sculpted and painted this guy phenomenal. I mean, he has his hair blowing in the wind, as he should, after he just sliced Great Ape Vegeta's tail. And then they also give you this piece right here that you can plug into Vegeta's tail to be able to simulate that he just finished cutting it. And then you can attach, I just dropped it. So that way you can attach the tail to it and make it look like it was falling off. So that's the slice right there. So Great Ape Vegeta only comes with one face expression or eye expression, is that, wow, I'm just butterfingers today. Another face expression, which is him with his battle damaged eye. They sculpted this very well, and to be able to change this out is pretty easy. Let me I actually had it ready for you guys so that way you can see how weird it looks. But let me put him up here for you real quick. This guy's so massive. So to be able to change out his face, you remove his upper jaw. It just unplugs as so. And you can pop the eyes out and get the other ones and pop those in the peg holes. His tongue is actually articulated. I don't think I mentioned that, but his tongue and jaw are articulated. So that way you can have him be like, la 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 la. So you can have him perform that. But that's pretty much it. That's how you swap out his face plates from this figure. Not like the other S.H.Figuarts where the hair comes off or you have to pop off the head. This one has a simple remove the jaw, unplug the eyes, and you have a battle damaged Great Ape Vegeta. Pretty simple. So that pretty much wraps up the accessories for this portion of this figure. Let's go back to the actual figure. So I know there's a big question going on in your head. Can this figure stand on its own? And yes, it can. It definitely can. I would just be very careful on where you place them. I'd probably put them in the middle of the shelf or toward the back if it's against the wall. So if it does take a tussle, it's just going to go forward onto your shelf instead of you placing it in the forefront of your shelf and he taking a tussle and falling on the floor and breaking. So here's him standing all by himself. He does come with a tail accessory, which is also articulated. Forgot to mention that. It's on a hinge joint, so it goes up and down and it swivels in that regard. But before we end this review, just let me know in the comments what you guys liked. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this figure review, and I hope you guys picked this up yourself, because this is going to be a very sought after figure for the collection. And if you're a big person that is 100% completist, you definitely need to pick up this guy. I will have some more information in the description, and also you guys please check out my other videos. There'll be some playlists in the description below, and I will see you guys on the next review.